So welcome to Inchon International Airport. We are about 30 minutes away from boarding our flight to Yangon in Myanmar to see the next stage of the Asian Women's Champions League. There's a team from Tokyo, there's a team from Suwon, which is a suburb of Seoul here in Korea, and then there's a team from Mandalay there in Myanmar, all ready this week over the course of the next 9 days to play Naegohyang. I think that this vlog will cover kind of my journey to going to the first game and seeing the game. So if you're just interested in the game coverage, I'd encourage you to skip a little bit later in the video. But if you want to see my journey, I'm just going to put it all in one video. So you'll get to see. I would have rather flown in tomorrow, but there's only one company that offers a direct flight to Myanmar and to Yangon in Myanmar, and if you took any other company, you would have had to lay over somewhere like Bangkok, Ho Chi Minh City, or southwestern China, and it would have been really difficult. So I'm glad I'm taking this direct flight with MAL, Myanmar Airways. Of course, I had to wait almost an hour at the check-in, even here at Seoul Airport, or in Inchon Airport, just because there's so many there's so much visa stuff that you have to go through, and it was a little bit of a pain. But I mean, if you've got your visa ready, there's honestly no problems. It's just that, you know, not everybody's going to be up to speed. Most people, they were either from Myanmar, or they seem to be kind of older people in their 40s or 50s looking for a cheap foreign holiday. Many older gentlemen with golf clubs. So, you know, it's that kind of vibe. And of course, due to sanctions, you really should not be relying on credit card transactions there. I've read that ATMs will jack up the fees. You're paying like $3 to $4 USD for every transaction. Plus, there's a black market rate and then there's a white market rate. And the white market rate is set by the government, and you're going to be paying way more than you should if you're using the white market rate. So basically, you're going to pay the white market rate, and you're going to pay a huge fee if you use the ATM. So don't use the ATMs. Bring a bunch of cash in advance. And then try to exchange it at the black market places there. So that's going to be our strategy. We had to get some cash, get all that sorted, but honestly, everything seems to be good so far. We boarded in about 30 minutes, and I'm just chilling. Might grab a quick snack. I ate at home before I came because I knew that Terminal 1, it's a little bit harder to find a meal here. The Terminal 2, which has that really nice eatery area, kind of cafeteria, which I enjoy. But yeah, and also, I hate being tall, except when I play basketball, and one other exception, when I get a free exit row seat, which happened in this case. A lot of Southeast Asian airlines will give you or like Mongolia, not necessarily East Asia, but like I've seen in many cases in Southeast Asia where tall people will get the exit row seats, which, you know, is cool. So anyway, I'm glad it's a direct flight. Should be nice and easy. And when I get in tonight, I'm going to watch the under 17 men who are in the group stage of their World Cup. It's a very exciting time, you know. There's lots of football to watch tomorrow, and then hopefully have enough energy to do some sightseeing the next day. And then after that, we'll finally get to see the matches at the stadium. Got a nice hotel near the stadium, so I'm pumped. I'm hype. I got through most of the hard part anyway, some of the hard part. It's going to be hard getting there, but yeah. And we'll see you when we arrive in Yangon. I've literally got like 5 minutes to chow down, but look at this. This is going to be amazing. I can tell it's going to be good. Really amazing. Bibimbap, chamisul. Let's chow down right before the flight. All right, so I am here at Yangon Airport. I just got past security. I was towards the front of the plane, so the immigration line wasn't too long, but it can be long, I think, especially because a lot of people don't print their visas beforehand. Like, I actually had 4 guys right in front of me just clear out because they didn't print out their visa. Anyway, you get past, you know, there's a money changer here. I'm pretty sure the money changer is a ripoff, but, you know, it's whatever. I was able to get a SIM card relatively painlessly. Apparently, I'm going to need to use a VPN or NordVPN doesn't work here. I'm going to need to use an Express VPN that you got for free. Anyway, I have to find a VPN solution. Apparently, you use Instagram or YouTube, or I don't know, Instagram at least is what I saw. But yeah, I exchanged about 150 USD because 50 USD I already bought the SIM card of like 30 gigs for something like 30 USD with this exchange rate, probably to be cheaper normally. And then, you know, I was almost out, and I'm like, well, okay, I'm gonna have to pay for the taxi. I'm gonna need to get some provisions tonight, and I doubt there's gonna be exchange office open at 8, you know, where I'm at. So got all that taken care of, and we are quickly going to be getting on our way to the hotel. Once I find a taxi, I'm probably going to go with a reputable counter rather than trying to wave a guy down outside just for safety purposes. But yeah, that's been it so far. Also, the flight was terrible. And the exit row is okay, but then you don't get to keep your bag, so you got to put your bag up and you got to take it down instead of having it right in front of you. And then there was a guy next to me who was unfortunately a little bit too large for his seat, so he kept elbowing me throughout the entire flight. Not very pleasurable, but whatever. We're here in Myanmar. I'm hype. I'm psyched. Let's go out and see stuff like this. All right, so we are here at the hotel room. Let's look at that view. Ooh. Pretty nice. Yeah. All right, so we've arrived here at the Prince hotel room, and right now we are at the 71st minute. PRK is down to Germany. It's not looking good for the under 17 men, but I mean, it's a strong opponent. It's Germany, you know. Under 17 men is a whole other ball game. Different countries, different strengths. Anyway, I think I'm not going to go out. Most of the restaurants close within an hour at this point. It's just not worth the hustle. I've got a couple snacks from the snack store at the airport. So, DPRK actually tied Deutschland, Germany. It was amazing. There was a last second goal, which was just absolutely amazing. The goal, like the ball bended. And Han Il-bok, you are my man. Absolutely amazing. Equalized that Wisdom Mike goal. Like DPRK dominated the stats. They just didn't get that goal until the end. It was so random. It was just like all of a sudden he faked out the defender and just bent in a beautiful goal. Anyway, I wanted to do a quick snack report because I mean, you gotta love snack reports in countries like this. These are crispy mango chips. Now I love mango, like at a base level. And I have frozen mango like all the time at home. But these are like crispy chips. And it's just weird to me. I'm sorry, it's just weird. This, kind of weird, kind of like a 5. It's just like a mango shouldn't be a chip, right? All right, now, I also got this hardcore authentic snack. It says something. I'm really sorry, I do not read Burmese. But on the back, it says tamarind flank, tamarind toffee, and plum toffee, right? And so you got all of this different stuff. And now, what I will say about tamarind is like, it's crazy, right? It's just, I mean, I love tamarind mango in like Mexican cuisine, but I mean like this, I mean, what's this? Oh, that's hard. The flavor is so strong. This is toffee. This is a strong flavor, like long and strong flavor, long term in your mouth. It's too much. Yeah, it's too intense for me. I mean, every time I eat one, I'm just like, my mouth just like explodes. I mean, I also got this like shrimp ramen, which comes with a fork. It's kind of interesting how ramens here come with a fork, but I didn't know like what order to put it in, so I just put it all in, put it in the hot water, you know, ramen, it works. Sometimes you're supposed to put it in after, but it still works. That is spicy. That is super spicy, but delicious. Oh, I love it. Now, I will say, this kimchi ramen from Korea, it's everywhere. I mean, this is a product of Myanmar, but it still has like the Hangul on it because Korea is so trendy. Yeah, but I mean, that's just from the hotel snack bar. Like, I'm not going to eat it. But anyway, and then there's also this Chingu green grape soju, but it has like honey in it. No, it doesn't have honey. I've never seen Chingu soju, but that's because it is bottled in Myanmar and it's not imported. I would say this is way sweeter. I mean, I'm just used to drinking straight soju, kind of like, I mean, I don't drink it at home, but just like in shots at restaurants, and that's what I'm used to. But anyway, overall, decent snacks. They said I could call the restaurant if I want, but I'm like, just whatever. Wait for the meal tomorrow. I mean, it's only, what, 7 hours until, or I don't know, not 7 hours, I'm like 9 hours till breakfast. I'll survive. The beer is chilling in the fridge. It's not cold yet, sadly, but yeah, that's it for tonight. See you tomorrow. Welcome to Yangon. It is around just after noon, 13 o'clock the next day. We are, I think I went to sleep around midnight, woke up at around 10, and it took me a while to get showered and everything, but yeah, we're out now. It's a bit late, but I had to get some data management done and stuff like that, so we're finally out, and the first place I have to go is the DPRK Embassy. That's going to be really cool to see. I think that's pretty much the only DPRK thing here I can see. This country was socialist, during the latter stages of the Cold War, but that is no more. I am by no means an expert on Burmese history, Myanmarian history, so you'll have to forgive me, but yeah, so, we'll see that. We'll hopefully, there used to be a DPRK restaurant here, but the DPRK restaurant sadly closed. It was closed in 2018 when the new round of sanctions were going around, and the leadership of this country was a little bit more anti-sanction than it is now due to certain circumstances, and so they closed it. But I'm surprised that they haven't reopened a new one. I didn't see anything on Google Maps. I didn't do any kind of hardcore research, but we'll go to the location of the old one just to kind of see what's become of it 6 years later. Line for gasoline. Wow. So I'm here at Aung Mingalar. This is a Shan noodle restaurant, and I got the and I stopped right here right before I went to the DPRK Embassy, because I figure if I get apprehended or something, I don't want to be hungry. So also everything here closes at like 6 or 7, so might as well get in lunch now so I can get in dinner at a reasonable time before everything is closed. But anyway, this is beef noodle in earthen pot. Shan noodle seems to be the representative dish, or I mean, one of the representative dishes of Myanmar. Yeah. The beef is chewy, but it's not like gamey, if that makes any sense. And it's got a little bit of a spicy kick to it. Now the taste of the noodles is unique. I've never had a noodle taste quite like that before. I guess it's like the lime. I don't know if there's like a citrus to it or not. Well, there's a definite je ne sais quoi to this dish that I've not had before, but I like that it comes with lots of vegetables. Also comes with fish ball, I believe. There's a ball of some sort. I also get a little bit of kimchi, like banchan. Kind of vegetables on the side to break things up. Also, here's a little dipping sauce, so I can dip my beef in that. It gives it a little bit of a tanginess, So, pretty good. Comes with lime juice. I mean, I chose lime juice. There were many juices. They're very sour and slightly sweet. I really like how they make lime juice here. So, yeah, I will enjoy my noodles in earthen pot. I give this like an 8. It's pretty damn good, pretty solid, pretty good price too. Yeah, just a few dollars for this meal. So I think it was like, so this was all like $3 USD. So absolutely insane, great prices. Yeah, pretty good so far. There it is, the Embassy of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Oh man. All right, so We're here at the Embassy of the DPRK People's Republic of Korea. Anyway, let's go. Oh man. So yeah, it's always a little bit, you know, testy. You don't want to, you know, on the one hand, you don't want to get arrested. I mean, you can get apprehended for filming embassies. I have found that out in the past. Usually filming US embassies, just taking a photograph or any kind of film, they will apprehend you. They will take down your number. I found this out in Cyprus, I guess you call it, and Serbia as well. So yeah, anyway, you can see it was kind of, it was a little bit of a richer looking building, you know. And like, on the other hand, when you go to places like this, you just don't want to bother them because, you know, they're super nervous about, you know, if there's any investigative reporters coming in or whatever, and you don't want to give them a hard time. I mean, I'm sure their day-to-day lives are hard enough. You're just coming by to look, say, hey, I was there, cool, cute, okay, bye. You know, like, you know, the embassies, like, you know, they're always in quieter areas, and this one's well maintained because of the relationship between Myanmar and the DPRK, which, you know, has generally been good historically, but yeah, it's never anything to write home about. It's always just kind of the very clandestine, you know, type of operation, but still kind of there and proud if you know where to look. Anyway, I just exchanged money, and as all of the online facts said, you've got to ask like how much, what the exchange rate is, like how much are you going to buy my US dollar for, because right there on the wall it's written like 3,500, 3,600 per dollar, right? But that is the white market rate, and if you ask about the black market rate, you don't ask about the black market rate, you just say, what is the rate? So I just said, what is the rate? And then she pulls out a calculator, she says, yeah, we buy it for like 4,020 or something like that. I was like, all right, you know, I'm like, no matter, you know, I will take the more saving money while exchanging. So, you know, that's the kind of situation. And for 200 USD, I got this thick stack of like 84 notes. I got 84 notes. You just think about that, like, how do you fucking handle having 84 notes? What a pain in the ass. But you know, it's for, you know, I figured that would be enough for my stay unless I end up buying too many books or something like that. But yeah, it's just a wild situation out here. Right now we are heading towards the DPRK restaurant, so look forward, or the former DPRK restaurant, so look forward to that. So we are here approaching the location of the former DPRK restaurant. It's not this Mr. Jerry barbecue. So we are trying to find it, but it just doesn't seem to be anywhere. So it's over here is where the DPRK restaurant used to be. So the DPRK restaurant used to be over there, or it used to be over there. Now, from what I can see from the outside photographs, it doesn't look like it was over here at all. But like, it looks vaguely like that. So I'm assuming that this Golden Duck restaurant got like a little bit of a makeover, right? Yeah, so it's gone. This is renovated, but it's gone. Now it's a duck restaurant. I mean, you could go in there and say like, ooh, are these women actually DPRK women? Nah, it just looks like a local restaurant. I'm pretty sure that at the time, the government was just like, shut it down, 2018, so. Yeah, so we are heading to the house of U Thant, who is the former Secretary General of the United Nations. I have met Ban Ki-moon, who was a former Secretary General of the United Nations, very briefly. He came to my university, Korea University Sejong campus, for a while. Beyond that, I really don't know a ton about the leaders of the UN. I was a UN Peace Fellow once, but yeah, you know, apparently it's open for another hour, so see it in the last hour, see what we can find. Well, Google said U Thant House is open until 5, but guess what? It's only open until 4. Oh, Google, you failed me. Oh, it's so sad. Oh well, I'll have to come to U Thant's house another day. Today has been such a bust. I've just looked at some things from the outside and had some noodles. That's all I've done today. Oh, well, we'll see what we can conjure up. All right, well, I'm here at this huge pagoda. And here's my least favorite sign in the entire world, entrance for foreigners. Oh gosh, you know, I feel like it'll be really difficult if I go in, just because they're going to want to give me a guide and they're going to want me to take off my shoes, but it looks amazing inside, so I'm like, So I went in there. I'm not a believer in religion. I don't really support religion either. But it was still amazing to see that that image, just that, you know, what it looked like, you know, when I was walking by. I looked at the visitor list. It looked like a few Koreans inside of that pagoda. It was really amazing, just because, you know, they had like prayer spots for like every day of the week, which was interesting. I didn't really have any explanation. I mean, I could have gotten a guide and whatever, but I just, it's hard. As I expected, it was kind of hard to get in. You know, you have to like take off your shoes and then you have to like walk up, and it was really hard on my feet. My feet were hurting the entire time I was there. But, you know, I think most people could deal with it, honestly. It's just, you know, and I didn't want to like film too much when I was in there, so I just got a few pictures. You know, there were a lot of people. I smell weed. You know, the reminders telling you like what you could do, what you couldn't do, and I didn't really want to mess with that. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the night market and then gonna finish off the day. So we'll see you at the night market. Yeah. So apparently this is the Yanggon night market, and there really isn't a lot here. I went back there. There was just a bunch of empty stalls. There's a few restaurants, but it's not like a night market like you would expect. The one in Vientiane was a lot more impressive, and I'm sure a lot of East Asian, Southeast Asian cities have better night markets. But yeah, so I mean, that's it. I mean, at this point, it's just going to be getting a dinner and heading back. So we're here at Abdullah Shawarma and Doner Kebab here in Yangon. You know, I just couldn't resist a good shawarma and doner. Great reviews on Google. This is a falafel salad. Oh, it is bomb. Can you even call this a salad when it has so much great falafel in it? Oh man, this is a 9. Flavors are excellent. It comes with a dipping sauce. It's a little bit more zesty, I would say. Oh yeah. That enhances things up a notch. I give this a 9 for sure. Oh, it even has potatoes in it. Amazing. I'm now going to eat this, what is this? It's like a beef dish. There's like beef in this bread. Doesn't look to have any cheese though. Wow, that's sweet. It's almost like a waffle. I like it. I really like it. It's like a really sweet, oh gosh, what is that flavor? Almost like a doner, you know? I like the salad more, but I still like this. I still give this a strong 7. Myanmar beer. Gotta do a quick taste test of Myanmar beer. Even while I'm here relaxing in my room. Ooh, that's dark. That's thick. It's a really thick beer. Not like creamy, but just like dark and thick. It's alright. It's a little bit bitter. I'd put that on par with like a, I don't know, kind of like a worse Tsingtao, maybe. That's my assessment. This is what breakfast really should be. So I've got this
traditional porridge, mohimka. I've got this assortment of like fried and noodled foods. And then I even have some fruit and cake for dessert. It's just absolutely delicious. Even some traditional Burmese tea, and I think some papaya guava juice. I'm not sure, but it's gonna be a huge feast. I'm so excited. Here at the Prince Hotel in Yangon. So this is, I believe, some sort of porridge. I've never had it, but you just throw a bunch of ingredients in it and you eat it, so I'm hyped. Oh my god, this is fucking incredible. This is like cheating at life. You can have a soup in the fucking morning. It's really spicy, but it's so good. I may go back for seconds on this because this is so fucking good. Okay, next we've got this like fried platter, right? We got green beans and vegetable. I believe this is pork, rice, noodle, a little bit of fish. I should have eaten that with chopsticks. But anyway, absolutely fucking delicious. Oh my god. Again, this is what breakfast should be. It's just like lunch. You know, this stupid sweet bullshit for breakfast is amazing. Also, speaking of stupid sweet bullshit, let's have this, we got watermelon. The cake. Seasonal fruit. Is this papaya? Oh yeah, that is divine. This breakfast gets a 9 out of 10. Oh wait. And then the Burmese tea. Oh, it's so creamy. 9 out of 10. Absolute. Like, why would you ever have a Western breakfast when you could have this shit for breakfast? It's so fucking good. Ah. All right, just gonna try this Burmese traditional snack really quickly. Fried vegetable. Yes, yes. And it comes with some sort of, oh my gosh, some sort of legume and rice. It's, kind of nutty, kind of earthy. Yeah. And then apparently, you can dip it in this sauce. Which makes it a bit more citrusy, like a lot of Myanmarian dishes are. It's really solid. I'll see you at the game later today. So we've made it, it's raining. We're here for the AFC Champions League. We're about an hour away from kickoff. I just arrived at the main gate. It's really cool that they have a big sign up and a big entrance gate, but you know, it's raining, so filming's gonna be a little bit intermittent because I don't want to get soaked. But yeah, quick intro, I'm ready to get inside and see the match. Naegohyang against Tokyo Verdy FC. So here are the conditions outside of the stadium right now. Basically everybody's waiting to get in, I believe. Tickets are absolutely free. So that's what's wild, is that like tickets are, you could just walk in. Anybody off the street could just walk in. She just said tickets are free. The concessions, not as good as Laos. You've got a couple of independent sellers, but like I asked for water that I could bring into the match, and she literally handed me she poured a bottle into this plastic bag, and I can bring this in if I want, but it's so unwieldy. I'm just gonna drink a little bit of it, pour out the rest, and head in. No beer out here either, which is a little bit disappointing for me, but you know what? You don't need beer to have a good time. You can still watch the match, have a great time without beer. So we're gonna do that. And as soon as we can go in, we're gonna get in and we're gonna hopefully be under cover from this rain. So that's the Myanmar Football Federation HQ right over there. All right, a quick update from outside of the stadium. The live stream has started. We were about 10 minutes from kickoff, but no fans have been let in. We're all just standing. It's great. We've arrived at the match. Naegohyang is just taking the field. We were just allowed to enter as everything started. We have a few DPRK fans. They're in like the exclusive area. So it should be a great match. I'm looking forward to see it getting started. It's kind of a light rain is still falling on the pitch, so it's going to be a little bit of a tough condition, but it should be a good match. So we'll see you after the first half of this fantastic match, which I'm very much looking forward to. This halftime here at the match is not a very good situation. We are losing 0-1 to Tokyo Verdy Beleza FC. It's looking like the Tokyo team is just a little bit ahead. Around the 13th or 14th minute, we gave up our first goal. They've had a few serious shots at goal, whereas Naegohyang has been a little bit more helter-skelter. They've gotten it up in the other end of the field. They're not parking the bus by any means, but they are still clearly a step below. There's going to need to be a serious shift in momentum if we want to win this match. But it's, you know, it's really just looking like Tokyo is the winning team. Up there were about 10 to 15 DPRK fans. They could be with the football delegation. They could be with the embassy. There's no real DPRK businesses here in Myanmar at the moment that I know of. So the contingent is much smaller than it was in Laos. But the creepy thing is, here I am sitting alone in this section, right? As we came in, a whole bunch of Myanmarian fans and me together came and sat in this section, right? Or Burmese fans, whatever you might want to say. But then all of the Myanmar fans were forcibly moved over to that section, which is put behind this fence. And so and there were a few Tokyo Verdy Beleza fans, a few Japanese fans here as well, but I believe they were all moved over there. So my guess is that they reserved this section just for me, the one Naegohyang fan, the one DPRK fan, because I have my flag, right, so you can tell, and then they moved all the other fans to the other section, so it's absolutely crazy. I feel pretty bad. I was spooked for a bit because there was a lady here who was refusing to move and there was a big argument, but I mean, I'm just a little bit like, why would you push all the local fans away? You know, I mean, like, I'm not a danger. I'm not gonna, you know, but I guess, you know, it might be the local regulations. It might be FIFA regulations. It might have something to do with the history of DPRK versus Japan football. It could be anything, but yeah, it's a bit of a shame situation, but you know, we're all still out here. You know, I'm still feeling a little bit hopeful about the group because we still have the Myanmarian team who we should beat, and then we've got Suwon FC and ROK. So if we can get second, or if Suwon can beat Tokyo, you know, there's still a little bit of hope, but we're gonna need a big shift if we want to move into the second half. So that's all for me in the first half, and we'll see you in the second. Also, just a quick update. They actually told me not to film towards the field of play. They say I can film the stands, but I can only film myself and I cannot film that, so, you know, whatever, we'll follow regulations. But, you know, it's so silly. These regulations around filming are absolutely silly, and it's really just all a bunch of big companies trying to get as many assets as they can, and just kind of keeping it for themselves and not letting the public see what's going on. So, you know, it's just ridiculous. I mean, this whole thing, very ridiculous, but, you know, we'll deal with it. The game's over. We lost 4-0. It was absolutely hugely disappointing result here for Naegohyang. I mean, towards the end, you know, in the early parts of the second half, it really felt like we had a chance. We had a couple of really dangerous shots at goal. We thought we had that equalizer, but we never parked the bus. We never focused on defense. So that eventually led to us, you know, just giving up a lot of goals because we played it competitively the whole way throughout. We still had a few chances towards the end of the match, which I was feeling good about, but it just didn't. It wasn't meant to be. It was 4-0. As long as we can get a strong third place or a second place in this group, we will go on to the quarterfinals. So it's not all hope lost. I still felt it was a very competitive match, but at the end of the day, it was just a really sad result, and we're going to have to see how the second game shakes out. I will stay here for the second match, which I think will begin in about an hour or two. Yeah, we'll be here for that, but it was just total disappointment. Everybody at the match, everybody, they left with their heads dejected. There was no greeting to the fans. It was really just a sad scene for the players, but they fought till the end. They kept their focus, and that's what's important. And we'll have to do better next time against Suwon in about 2 or 3 days. The atmosphere here is absolutely energetic. You can see we have at least 1,000, probably more fans here in the stadium. It's absolutely crazy. They've really turned up. I mean, it's free admission, but they, in comparison to Laos, they really turned up to support their team. They should have a proud bunch of fans right now. We have a small contingent of fans from the ROK over there. Maybe we'll hear from them a little bit during the match, but really, I'm excited for this one to start. We've been sitting in the seat for about 2 hours. I figured if it's free admission and there's this many fans, want to just keep my good seat. So it should be an exciting match, and I'm predicting a Suwon blowout, but you never know. That was a wild, absolutely wild first half. I don't know how to describe what I saw. It was so much energy in the room, especially whenever the ISPE team, the Myanmarian team, had it on their side of the field. They were looking absolutely confident. The fans here were getting so excited. And early on, I think in like the 3rd or 4th minute, they had a really solid chance of getting a goal, but it just didn't happen. And then they just started to go hard on the defense. I mean, it was really all defense. Most of it was in their half, but I mean, they were just playing with so much passion. They had a few breakaways, they had a few chances, but really, I mean, Suwon was just kind of playing with them. For lack of a better term, they were not. It just didn't look like it was going to be competitive, and we almost went into the second half tied 0-0. Almost went into the second half tied 0-0, but in the end, I think at the very end of extra time, Suwon got this crazy goal that just bounced over a couple of heads and just kind of pirouetted, pinwheeled, if you will, into the goal. And there was some controversy as to whether it was an offsides, as to whether the refs didn't end the game on time. I'm not really sure whether there was a foul. But the fans here were very angry and disappointed. A lot of middle fingers thrown up towards the refs. A lot of insults in Burmese language, which I cannot understand. But that was how it was here. It's looking like the second half is really going to be, is Suwon going to score another goal, or is ISPE going to hold on and kind of keep it tight? I think from a Naegohyang perspective, you want ISPE to lose all of their games to ensure a 3rd place victory. Again, the game in 3 days against Suwon is going to be incredibly important, because if we can get that 2nd place, it's an assured advancement. But if we fall back into 3rd, then we're going to have a strong 3rd. And in order to have a strong 3rd, we're going to want to face a demoralized ISP side on the 4th day. So it's good for us, but it's really sad for the local fans. Just kind of as a fan sitting here, I even though my heart is with Korea, you couldn't help but feel, whether it is DPRK or ROK, my heart is with Korea, but you could not help feel for the local fans here who had so much passion and really wanted to see their team do well. But it's not over. A miracle could happen. They could get an equalizer. They could still win. You never know. We'll see you at the end of the second half. It was tough going here for Myanmar. They ended up losing 5-0. When the bow breaks, when it rains, it pours. After, they just lost all that energy that they had in the first half, and it really was just Suwon domination. Congrats to Suwon, they won 5-0. It's looking like ISPE is going to be lower in the group, so Naegohyang at this point is pretty much guaranteed 3rd, but that really means that game 3 days from now where we are playing Suwon is going to be incredibly important. If we win that game, we're almost guaranteed to go to the quarterfinals, so I'm looking forward to that one. But yeah, as it went down 3-0, 4-0, some of the more fair weather fans started to leave, but the hardcore fans, they're still here. They're still chanting Myanmar, Myanmar.
and they're all looking to you know, greet the players as they come out. So you know, it was a fun atmosphere, a fun time, but unfortunately, or fortunately for Suwon, it just kind of ended this way. So I've been sitting in this seat for about 5 hours now. I'm ready to get out of the stadium, hopefully get a dinner.
So there's nothing like some water, which I have not had for 6 hours, under that really hot weather. But I'm at a delicious restaurant now, and I have my beer. I believe it's, I'm gonna see what kind of beer that is. This is ABC Original Stout. This is a Singaporean beer. It's really delicious in this cold glass. It's just what I needed. There's also peanuts. So we have a noodle dish that was recommended to me. Comes with an egg. Oh, and it is tasty. It's really tasty. It's got egg, snap pea, chicken, cabbage. Oh yeah, it's bomb. Comes with a little salad on the side. Also comes with a small noodle soup. No, not noodle. No, it's a little bit of bean sprout, I think, and like herb. Yeah, that's chicken broth. Yeah. Also got some green bean. With some hot pepper. It's gonna be spicy, I guarantee you. But you know what? For the green bean, it's worth it. Waiter's looking at me like I'm crazy. That's just what we do here on the Yanggon channel. Anyway, this meal's bomb. I kind of regret ordering that thing that's so spicy, but I can just eat the green pepper and it'll be fine, you know. But this is gonna be a bomb meal. Great after a long day of sitting and watching football. So yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8.5. Cheers. So this is where we're gonna end out the video. Be sure to stay tuned to DPRK Athletics because we are going to have coverage of the games in 3 days' time as well as the games in 6 days' time here in Myanmar. We've got it all covered. If you're interested in more of the adventures, there will be a link to my secondary channel where very soon I will begin posting more of my regular travel logs which don't necessarily have to do with DPRK sports. And that's it. So 안녕히 계십시오. 여기는 양곤입니다.